What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you, but before I begin this review, just a friendly reminder, I don't have an iMac, so therefore, there's no editing, there's no flashy intro, there's no, overlays and graphics and whatever, all that stuff, just because, like I said, I lost my iMac last Monday, and I'm just kind of working with what I got, so I'm just making this review and just uploading it straight up to YouTube, and hopefully I'll get my new iMac up and running soon. But anyways, let's talk about Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is a film that I saw a trailer for first, and I didn't know anything about it, but then I was sold. I was sold on the fact that, we got SNL alumni Tina Fey as a lead role, and well, I like watching her. She's funny, she's nice to look at, and I think that the role she has in this film is really quite interesting. It's quite intriguing. If you don't know what this film is about, it is the true life memoirs, or rather based off of the true life memoirs of war journalist Kim Barker, or is it Kim Baker? But anyways, I'm just gonna call her Kim Barker. And so Tina Fey plays that character, and you know what's very interesting about this movie is that I don't really know what the direction of this film is. Like, I don't know what the intended result of this film is supposed to be. It is kind of like it's a drama disguised as a comedy. When you watch the trailer for this film, it looks funny. In fact, there are a lot of punchlines in the trailer. However, once you're watching the actual film itself, it's really not that funny. In fact, there's a lot of serious issues that are talked about in this film. But really, this movie is about the Tina Fey and the real life character that she plays, the real life person that she plays, Kim Barker. And it's really a movie about soul searching. I don't know if everybody would agree with that, but I think this movie is about soul searching. And she was originally the person that writes the scripts for I guess journalists or anchor people to talk about on the news broadcast. But then she got an opportunity to work in Afghanistan, and she does the journalism there. And it's a very, very exciting and new kind of thing for her because she's never done anything like this before. And on top of that, she starts taking initiative, but she also starts learning about her role as a war journalist, and also learning about everything that goes on, not just in front of the camera, but also behind the scenes, and a lot of political stuff. So she's starting to learn about how everything works, and based on what she's seen from her perspective, it starts making her think about her own life and what exactly is that she wants. So it's a movie about soul searching, and like I said before, it's a drama disguised as a comedy. There is humor thrown in here and there, and I find that it totally works, especially with Tina Fey's brilliant delivery of the comedy. It's very subtle, but it works. But it's not a funny movie. It's not a comedy. It's not filled with humor. It's not like laugh out loud funny. It's just there to help help the tone of the film, to help move the story forward. Because in some ways, it's a very quirky situation, and she meets a lot of quirky characters along the way. We have characters played by Margot Robbie, Alfred Molina, Billy Bob Thornton, who else is there? Martin Freeman. And I think one of the things that really makes this film watchable, I'll say watchable, is that there are a lot of really good character moments. There's a lot of great character chemistry between Tina Fey's character and everybody else. There's a lot of great relationships built. There's a lot of she meets somebody new, and then there's these connections being made, and then there's chemistry that is really, really appreciative. I really appreciate the chemistry that is shown on the screen. So I love those character moments. And another thing that's great about this film is that, in some ways it's a travelogue, and we've seen a lot of travelogue films, but we usually see a lot of the American perspective of the film, of the story rather. Now we're seeing not only both sides, but also the neutral side of that perspective. We're seeing somebody who's, really not taking any sides. We're seeing what's going through her head during something like this, during all these different types of events that unfold. So, the movie is filled with all kinds of, I guess, really, really engaging moments, but the result of this film, by the time we get to the end of the movie, is kind of questionable. Like, I'm not sure what I'm really supposed to feel. But what made this movie great is, like I said, not just the character moments, but the character herself. Tina Fey plays Kim Barker, and her as a war journalist, like a real-life war journalist, she's a very, very interesting character. And I think Tina Fey is the best part about this movie. The way, like her performance, her dialogue delivery, just the way she interacts with everybody, it's kind of hypnotic in a way. You just want to see where her journey begins and where it ends. And that's really the best part about the film. It's called almost like we're seeing her life, her soul searching in how it's going to take place in such a hostile environment. I won't say entirely hostile. It's not fully hostile, but it is definitely away from her safe environment, and it eventually becomes home for her. She learns to adapt. And so there's a lot of character development going on, and a huge part of what makes this film very, very engaging is that development. It's not so much a story development, it's a character development. Because like I said, I don't even really know where this film is going, so I don't know how the story is developing, but at least the character is developing, and we're seeing all kinds of things happen before her, and how she adapts to it. So, like I said, this movie is not for everybody, but Tina Fey is what makes this movie work, and I really enjoyed watching her. So, just for that alone, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Because I really enjoyed this movie. It wasn't, like, fully satisfying, as in, like, wow, that was a great third act. Like, that really was an awesome build-up to a third act. It wasn't like that at all. I just liked watching Tina Fey, not from a physical and attractive perspective, even though she is, but like just all the things that she goes through and all the changes that she goes through is very, very, I guess that's enough to really save the movie. So that's all I really have to say about this movie. 7 out of 10. It's not for everybody. It is a drama, and it is a, in some ways, I won't say it's a biographical piece, but it is a true life account of war journalist Kim Barker and what she went through. And of course that based on a true story thing, even though I find it's some kind of gimmick, it still enhances the story in a way. So there you have it. That's all I got to say in this video. Check it out if you want to check it out, and I'll definitely say that it is a better movie than London Has Fallen. Once again, great performances, and yeah, watch it for the characters. That's all I got to say. My name's Alex Yu, and if you enjoyed this video and this review, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @Ragin Nation. The next films I will be reviewing is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2, 10 Cloverfield Lane, The Brothers Grimsby, and also Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Peace.